friends, my name is Sabrina and I'm so glad that you could join us today. In this video series from Redeemer's Grace Church Nursery Ministry, we're going to learn all about our great God. In each video in this series, we're going to learn something new about God each time. But how do we learn about God? Well, He tells us in the Bible. The Bible is God's Word and He uses it to tell us all about Himself. Isn't that amazing? Are you ready to learn about God with me today? For today's lesson, let's start with an animal guessing game. I'm going to think of an animal, and then I'm going to give you 3 clues to guess what animal it is. Are you ready? Okay, here's our first animal. What animal can you think of that's big and furry? This animal is also orange and has black stripes. The last clue for this animal is that it has a very loud roar. Can you think of an animal that's like that? What animal is big and furry, is orange with black stripes, and has a loud roar? What animal is that? That's right, it's a tiger. Can you give me your best tiger roar? Let's see how loud you can be. Wow, that was really loud. Are you ready for the second animal? This animal is one that lives in the ocean. This animal also has scales, and it can come in a lot of different kinds, types, and colors. Can you think of an animal like that? It lives in the ocean, has scales, and comes in lots of different shapes and colors. What animal is it? That's right, it's a fish. Can you put your hands together and make a fish swimming? Swim, swim, swim. Good job. Are you ready for our last animal now? You've been doing such a great job at guessing. Our last animal is one that's pink. Can you think of an animal that's pink? This animal also has feathers. And our last clue is that this animal has a long neck. What animal do you know that is pink, has feathers, and a really long neck? That's right, it's a flamingo. Can you put your hand out like a flamingo neck? And then your hand at the top is the beak. Good job. Have you seen any of these animals in real life? Maybe at the zoo, or in a book, or maybe even in a video like this one. Did you know that God made all of these animals? In fact, He made everything else too. We have a special word that tells us this about God, and it's the word creator. Can you say creator? Creator. That means that God made everything. He made the animals, and He even made you. God is our creator, and He made everything. In the very first book of the Bible, in the very first verse, it tells us this about God. In Genesis 1:1, it says, "In the beginning, God made the heavens and the earth." In the beginning, before there was anything else, God made everything. Can you go look outside your window and see if you can find something that God made? Do you see any trees? Do you see any birds flying around? Or clouds? Do you see any people? Or maybe dogs? God made all of those things. That verse, Genesis 1:1, tells us that in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. So He created everything in the heavens. He created the sun, the moon, the stars, the air, the clouds, and He also created everything on earth. He created the mountains, the oceans. He created all the people, all the plants, all the trees, and all the animals. God is our creator, and He made everything. This week, to help you remember that God is our creator and that He made everything, I want you to go find something that God made. It could be something you saw outside your window earlier, or it could be something that you see on your way to the park, or it could even be something that you see in a book. But when you find that thing, I want you to tell somebody, God made that. And if you find a lot of things, you can tell a lot of people. You can tell your mom and dad, your brother or your sister, or your friend or your grandma or your grandpa. You can tell them, look, God made that. God made everything. Thank you for joining me today to learn that God is our creator and that He made everything. Come back next time to learn even more about our great God. See you then.